Hi Food Network, my name is Liz Zern and I still play with my food. Now I know a lot of people say that they play with their food, but I've actually made a career out of it. I've worked as a private chef and private nanny in and around one of the hardest type A personality cities in the country, Washington, D.C. As a nanny, one of the most important things is to remember to find those little teachable moments in the everyday. Those little things that you want to teach the kids on the sly so they don't know they're learning something. The way that I do that is by going on field trips. Things like farmers markets, open air fish markets, butcheries, and gourmet supermarkets. Then we go back home and we've got our newfound treasure of ingredients and we can make something really cool out of it. So Mom, no more making 2 or 3 meals a night because your kids are now invested in the food that they're gonna have tonight. It's a lot more exciting to them, and so they may try something they've never had before. What I'm making today is a roasted butternut squash soup. This soup is something that reminds me of home. It's full of those fall flavors that are just incredible. I found these butternut squash. Part of the reason why I want to have a Food Network show is because about 2 years ago, when my son was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, he was 2 years old. And one of the things that we started to do was get him in the kitchen. He loves to play with his food, and it brought out some really cool behaviors in him. He was wanting to play with me. He made great eye contact. His words just came out of nowhere because he loved it so much. And so my love for food became a passion for food for my son. So, Vidalia onion. This thing's kind of big, so I'm only going to use half of it. I'm going to spread all this. This is a Gala apple. These are going to be roasted also, so that skin's going to not be so tough. You're going to peel the leaves off the rosemary like this. Just sprinkle it on. So I'm going to sprinkle some of this on here. The soup's going to be a little bit sweet, but it's also going to be pretty savory. All right, so we've got all that going. I'm playing with my food, so it's okay to get a little messy. It's cool. This is something usually I'd let my son do because he's hanging out with me in the kitchen and he really enjoys doing this. I've got some garlic here and some ginger. I'm just gonna grate enough for what I need. Use fresh garlic. Use fresh ingredients, you're gonna have better tasting food. All right, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna pop it in my oven, and then I'm gonna get started on my stock. That's gonna go 25 minutes. I'm gonna throw in my bacon, garlic, and ginger. Put it all right in there. 2 cups of chicken stock in here. Kids are never banned from my kitchen, and I've always let the kids that I nannied come into the kitchen and hang out. It was a really great way to get them excited about what they were going to eat and to get them to try new food. So you're going to want to add a little more salt and a little bit of fresh ground black pepper. Look at that. It looks so pretty and it smells like fall. Everything should go in together. So I've got about 1/3 of a cup here. You could just eyeball it. And I'm using the immersion blender now. It smells like home, it smells like fall. It's gonna be delicious. Food Network, I really hope that you'll consider me for your next Food Network star so that I can invite you and a couple million of your best friends to my kitchen for my next kitchen play date. That's delicious.